I don't know about you, but my wallet and backlog have not gotten a break recently with all the new releases that have been coming out, and June looks like it's gonna be no different. We are back again for another round of upcoming game releases. Oh, you're new, so we're not a Wii? It's okay, next month we can be a Wii. I'm Peachy Dye, a novice gamer and crafting enthusiast, and today we are going to be covering a very interesting bunch of games. All the games will be linked below and time-stamped, and without further ado, we'll start off with one for the Switch players. Whisper of the House has been available on Steam for PC since last August, but it is making its Switch debut this month. This is a cozy game about organizing, decorating, and tidying spaces of the people in town. I guess you are like the town handy. The handyman. As you go on and progress and decorate and tidy and whatever, you get to know the townspeople and you start unlocking the lore of the town as well. This game seems to have flexibility too with the way that you are able to unpack and tidy up, where you are able to create different spaces and each playthrough will be a different experience for each person. This game was originally slotted for the end of this month, but as of today, I filmed this on the 28th and it is still not out, so hopefully this is going to be a June release, and it's not clear if it's going to be available on both Switch and Switch 2, so keep that in mind. And now we officially get into June with a release date of June 1st for Tattoo Removal Simulator. I know. Another simulation game? Like, are we serious? I was so ready to pass over on this one, and then I started looking into it and I realized that there was a lot of backstory to it that was kind of endearing. You have this story mode where you are able to interact with the NPCs and essentially you're helping them get rid of some of their biggest regrets. You connect with them over their story, how they got to be where they are, and why they have whatever they have. Right off the bat, there was a girl with some rock and pigeon tattoos that I was really sad to remove from her. The NPCs are quite chatty and they will rush you while you are trying not to burn their skin off.
Are we taking a nap?
Yeah, shut up. There's also a casual mode, so if you want more of a power wash simulator kind of vibe where you're just removing tattoos, there is that option as well. And in the settings, there is an option to remove NPC chatter, so if you are annoyed with them telling you to hurry up every 2 seconds, you can just turn them off instead of doing something like this.
Are we taking a nap? No, that's not the one. You missed it.
My bad.
This was a surprisingly cozy game that I was not expecting when I first glanced at it, and honestly, they did a good job with this one. The second game available on the 1st is Postponed, which despite the name, there's no evidence that this game was postponed, and I kind of feel like they missed an opportunity there. They still have time. This is a roguelite game where you are a manager at an indie game development studio, and at the beginning of the game you are given $5,000 and a dream and a portfolio of people to hire. You build your crew and start delegating the tasks that come at hand as they come up. You do have the option to take some tasks on yourselves, but I noticed through the demo it got increasingly hard to help your employees out, so definitely try to plan as best as you can. After every day you unlock a couple skills that you can pay for, and at the end of each week you can hire more people, but each time you take on a task or you miss something or you postpone a task, you do lose mental health, and once you fail 3 days, it's over. Check it out if that's your type of vibe, and this will be available again June 1st on Steam. I am a sucker for a puzzle game, and especially one that has a good story and a soothing soundtrack. That is my cup of tea for a lazy day. And Swan Song is coming out on June 4th, and this is a cozy puzzle game where you are programming musical boxes. Who doesn't love a antique musical box? They're so cute, so charming. While you go through and fix up these musical boxes, you start to learn more about the person who created them and realize this is his final masterpiece, the Swan Song, which is a loving tribute to his family. This game does deal with themes regarding death and terminal illness, so slight content warning about that if those are themes that you typically try to steer away from. And this will be coming out again June 4th to PC on Steam. They are planning to release this game to Switch as well, but there is no release date as of yet. There have been a rise of steampunk games recently, and we have another one emerging on June 8th. This is Solarpunk, a cozy survival game based in a world of floating islands. I've heard this title thrown around quite a bit this year, so I do think this is one that people are really anticipating. You can play alone or with friends, and you will build a base, grow your food, and explore the floating islands. While going through the information that was available through their Steam updates and their website and stuff, I was trying to find some more information on the co-op mode, and I'm not sure up to how many people can play with you. Their co-op mode trailer featured up to 3 characters, so it might be the standard 4-player co-op, but unconfirmed on that. The building too in this game looks super enticing, and the customization options look very cozy. I might have to add this to my backlog. The vibe of this game is giving a grown Loftia without the MMO portion of that game, so if you've been following that and enjoyed it, this might be something that you want to check out too. Solarpunk, again, is coming out on June 8th and will be on Steam and Epic Game Store for PC as well as all major consoles. Another theme that I've seen on the rise are witch games, which I am not mad at. I love witch games. I am basically an October baby. I'm basically a Halloween baby, so you know, I gotta be a little witchy. Witchspire is releasing on early access June 10th, and this is an open world survival game. It's also co-op to up to 3 friends, and you work together to save the world from corruption. You can also play alone, but yeah. You will grow your powers, explore a world, and form bonds with the creatures around you, which is my favorite part. There was this cute little owl bear in the trailer that I was obsessed with. I need to be its friend immediately. This game features really cool building mechanics such as astral projection so that you can move freely when building your base. There are unique clothes that you can unlock depending on the coven you choose, which it looks like they each have their own little description. There are 6 covens to choose from. This might replace your sorting hat placement. Once you gear up, level up, explore, and battle the ancient creatures that are trying to take over the world. Witchspire will be coming to PC through Steam on June 10th. This next game is an MMORPG with some idle mechanics to it. This is Glimvale. You will manage, decorate, and grow a charming little village. This game is super cozy. I love the graphics. It is reminiscent to me of old Facebook games. So if you want a game that you can just turn off your brain and vibe, this might be your go-to. This game has a demo available, so you can get a taste of the addictive yet idle qualities that it possesses. So if you don't have an addictive personality like me, maybe you can put it down while you're generating your cash. I couldn't. This one will be available on PC through Steam on June 17th. Do you ever open up Subway Surfer and wish that instead of a skateboard, you were the train? Well, now you can live out your dreams as you travel through Japan in Denshattack. I think I said that right. June 17th, you too can flip, trick, and grind your way through this dystopian Japan as a train. The design of this game, from the art style, the vibrant colors, and the soundtrack, make me think of like 2010s anime inspired cartoons that were very prevalent. Like Hi Puffy Amiyumi was like the first thing that popped into my mind when I started watching this trailer. When I first read the description too, and it mentioned you would have boss fights, I was like, how is a train going to fight anyone? And the way that they incorporated that is super interesting, with like cranes, some chomping structure, and drones, and more. I think this concept was super unique. It has a lot of features that I haven't seen before. Again, novice gamer, but again, I've been seeing a lot of the same stuff, so it's kind of refreshing to see a skateboarding train live its dream. This game also has a demo out if you want to check it out, and will be available on PC through Steam and all major consoles. Now, I know I've been mentioning a lot of indie games, and we are changing the pace a little bit because we do have a release from a AAA studio this month. From the creators of Octopath Traveler and Bravely Default, we have The Adventures of Elliott, the Millennium title. Say that 3 times fast. The Adventures of Elliott, the Millennial Tales. I still kind of didn't say that right. This game comes out on June 18th, and we do have a confirmed price point, which is, I feel, rare when reporting on upcoming games. This one will be priced at $59.99 USD. In this game, you will join Elliott and a little fairy sidekick named Faye. I feel like we could have workshopped that a little bit more, but the first thing you will notice when you look at this game is that it combines 3D world and 2D sprites, and that is beautiful. I love it. It reminds me of like Super Paper Mario. The concept too, if you remember Pop Tropica, is kind of giving Time Tangled Island. Your goal is to save the princess, and to do so, you have to travel through this door to different periods of time. Of course, no action-adventure game is complete without its boss fights. The one that stood out to me immediately was a fire-breathing axolotl looking thing. Very cute. They do mention it will be an intuitive and reward action-based battle with strategic support abilities from your fairy as you reveal the world's mysterious history. It looks like there is some hype behind this game, especially a lot of flowers are given for the art style, which I do think is very beautiful. And while I normally wouldn't gravitate towards a game like that alone piqued my interest. And I don't know, maybe it'll go on to the never-ending backlog of mine. We'll try to say the title again. The Adventures of Elliott, the Millennium Tale, comes out on June 18th to PC on Steam, Xbox, PlayStation 5, and Switch 2. We will be wrapping up the list with another one for my Switch players. Wanderstop came out last year for PC, typical, but it will be making its Switch debut this month. On June 23rd, YouTube can manage a tea shop in a narrative-centric cozy game. You will grow tea, manage the shop, and interact with passing travelers as you learn more about our main character, Alta, and discover maybe what she's running from. The game publisher is Annapurna Interactive, which has published titles like Mixtape, What Remains of Edith Finch, Stray, and more. So if those titles were your vibe, or if you like narrative games in general, don't forget to check this one out. Wanderstop, coming to Switch on June 23rd. Well, that was a peek of what's to come this June, but there are a lot of other titles that have unconfirmed dates that are planned to be released this month, so we can be on the lookout for those. There were a couple games that I wanted to include this month, but they did get delayed. So Calx and Lost Castle 2, they were slated for June, but now will be October and July respectively. I would be so honored if you guys wanted to share below the game that you are most excited for that is releasing soon, and I hope in this time you are able to finish your laundry or do the dishes, and if you are still in the middle of that, maybe you want to check out another one of my videos. If your hands are dry, feel free to like and subscribe below, and I will see you guys next month as we cover July. In the meantime, stay peachy. There were also a couple delays of games that I was going to add to the list, but didn't because they got delayed. Like Calx and Lost Castle 2, they were originally slated for June, but got pushed back to October and July. What the fuck is that word? When I'm like, yeah, in that order. Fuck. It's not retrospectively. Is it relative? It's not relative either. Respectively. There were a couple games that I wanted to include this month, but they did get delayed. So Calx and Lost Castle 2, they were slated for June, but now will be October and July respectively. I'm not convinced. We'll scrap that line. This might replace your sorting hat. What's it called? This might replace your sorting hat. I just thought of the word. What the fuck? This might replace your sorting hat placement. Link to PC on Steam June 10th. Why did I do that, please?
Oh, whoa, whoa, yeah, yeah, yeah.